Here we go then. Hello and welcome to the UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup. How good it is to say that. It is finally time to get the downhillers on course here in Lenzerheide in Switzerland. Absolutely stunning track, a World Cup classic. And somewhere that is running absolutely perfectly today. My name is Rick McLaughlin. Welcome to Switzerland, where it is warming up a treat, 14 degrees Celsius. As I say, the track running absolutely perfectly through this morning's practice session. Bit of moisture over the weekend has just compacted it down, kept everything in place. And we are nearly ready to go racing with the new look semi-final format here. Let's just have a look at how that's gonna stack up. So, elite women will be first out of the traps, then the elite men for the semis, and then once we get our final numbers, it'll be into the finals. 2 race runs in one day, you lucky, lucky people. 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, Central European time, respectively. And then tomorrow, all about cross-country Olympic, one of the biggest days on the endurance calendar. The Swiss love their cross-country racing, and they will be here in their thousands. But today, it is all about downhill. It's been a long off-season. Finally, it's a chance to get some riders between the tapes. Here is then a bit of an explainer piece for the new format. 3 downhill runs, quali, semi, and then the final, the big one. 60 men and 15 elite women will qualify for the semi-final, and from that then, 30 women and 10 men into the big show, the final. Maximum course length, 3.5k, between 2 to 5 minutes of racing. And what a lot of stuff you can fit into those 2 to 5 minutes. 50, 200, 250 points respectively for the elite men. And for the elite women, quali gets you 50, semis get you 150, and the final gets you 200. Lots more to think about this season for the downhillers. And you can see there, this Lenzerheide Bike Kingdom track stretching off down the hill. Let's take a closer look at it now. So you leave the start hop through the open section, down over the Grandbunden, full gas step up into the woods for the first time then. A track of 2 halves, really this one you'd have to say. The stuff that is out in the open, very bike parky, very one line, very fast. And then once you get into the woods, plenty of roots, rock, and peril away. It skips anchor, Shimano, too steep to plunge. That's the new section. Steep is the right word, although it doesn't do it justice. Vittoria, Graphene, Road Gap, the Oakley Prism, speeding section. And then they start to wind on the speed again for the final stretch. Bike Kingdom Edge, Motor X cabin hit. These final 2 turns, that big left-hand berm and then into a slightly flatter one before the big drop. We saw them being pivotal in the junior racing yesterday, broadcast for the first time. And there is one of those final drops. So the elites are on course, just getting their final preparation runs in this morning. Getting their eye in. Let's take a look at this course.
Hello, I'm Sergio Gracia. We're here for the first round of the UCI Mountain Bike World Series. We had Loic Bruni give us a full run of Lenzerheide first World Cup. Check this out.
We're here in Lenzerheide, World Cup 1 of the season. I'm going to take you down the track. It's a little bit changing today, so I hope it's going to be dry and I hope it's going to be fast. Let's go.
I'm with Loic Bruni, start with a big off camber in the grass, really wide taping, but look like it's one line outside and super fast out of the gate. That's what rider 1-to-1. 2 movement here with 2 double drop. We turn in left into like a rocky section, which is a little bit easier than before, but still a big off camber. This is basically the first area you need to be on it. Really high up there, another compression here. He's actually yelling because it's a big compression. And speed again. He's going to get out that wood section for the first high speed and first big double. It's when you put your full hands around the grip and don't touch your braking lever. Big whip, first whip, entering in the wood section. 2 lines here, outside and in the middle. He took the middle, a little bit out here, but not touching the brake. This is Loic Bruni's signature. Going down another high-speed section where Bruni is shining, like taking the hip and taking the smaller table. I don't know if he will do that at the race, because with the speed he's aiming, I don't think he have time for the small jump. Changing the light a lot between like super bright and dark, getting off those drops, and 2 new lines here. We have right and left when it's taking inside. We're entering the woods again, another big off camber with a big head on the right, taking that berm. Straight down the hill, it's super steep in here. Many lines, he's taking outside, inside, middle, exiting inside for the next one. That's a good line. Getting out the woods, another drop. This wood section is straight down the hill. Left here between the rocks. Oh, this is really scary for the derailer. Going back into the trail. Okay, he's recovering here a little bit with those capo drops before the table. Like one nice wood table here crossing the road. Another right. This is more like bike park stuff. He's taking all the berm like full speed, no brakes. One of the last drop, he's aiming for the big table, and be careful that left corner here. Oh, it's almost done. 2 flat corners right and left. Last drop, and it's a finish line for Loic Bruni. Oh, that was fast to me. Oh, I'm sweating. I felt like I had to run.
Well, Cedric Grassi there, impressed with that. It takes a lot of a man and such good nick as he is to sweat. Watching the video of Loic Bruni descending this incredible course in Lenzerheide. So only really that new steep section changed much here in the Bike Kingdom, but it is absolutely like falling down a lift shaft. Conditions super rough and blown out throughout practice, but as I said at the top of the broadcast, we did have a little bit of rain. Let's see who the contenders are going to be ahead of this elite women's race today. Camille Ballanche, the overall points title holder from last season, racing on home soil at round 1. Doesn't get much more pivotal than that. Valley-Ho, obviously eyeing a big result in Leogang next weekend, but the perfect warm-up for that would be a win here for the world champ. Tanny Seagrave is back. She missed the majority of 2022, but the British rider riding for FMD back in the mix and hoping to get things off to a winning start. And this woman is the talk of the town. Rachel Afferden is back. The winner of 39 UCI World Cup races. Can she get to 40? Second fastest in quali yesterday. Rachel Afferden, you know you're fast whenever your surname's in the team name. What can she do today? There we go then, the crowd's starting to filter in to this Swiss venue. And we caught up with one of the riders they will be cheering on, Camille Ballanche, earlier this weekend.
We are here with Camille Ballanche, the reigning World Cup overall champion. Camille, we're in Switzerland, we're in Lenzerheide. How does this feel starting the season in your home country?
Really, really good. It's been so long. The start is super late this year, so I'm super excited to start, really.
Bit of a new format this year. We've got a semi-final and a final and a qualifying. How has your preparation changed for this new schedule and this new format for 2023?
Not a lot, to be honest. Like, for sure, we did a World Cup simulation and we tried this new schedule with the semi and final the same day, but I haven't changed my training specifically for that. I think, just that one run gonna be for sure super demanding on the mental side, but I'm just gonna try to manage it and save my energy as much as I can.
Couple of new changes to the course up there, very minimal. What do you think so far?
It's good. Yeah, like you said, almost no changes except for the start, so pretty much the same, and it was a good course, so should be good.
Do you have any different line selections or wet weather options ready? Did you suss them out earlier, or is it you're pretty confident with what you have?
I'm pretty confident with what I have, but I want to stay open-minded and still be open if a new line opens and maybe one get destroyed. So I know where there is some good lines, but for the first run, I also know which line I'm gonna ride, which is pretty much what I was doing last year.
Fantastic. Kit looks great. You look great on the bike. We're looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
There we go, Camille Balanche ready for this one. But we are gonna head over back to Josh Carlson now. Find out how things are looking up there, out on track.
Here we are, the discipline we've been waiting for, the round we've been waiting for. The Downhill World Cup kicks off here in Lenzerheide this weekend. We've seen qualification yesterday. Now we're into our brand new format, the semi-finals and the finals. The course has been dry, fast and loose all week, but as you can see, the clouds are building. There is some impending weather, so it could turn the track a diabolical mess. The crowds are building, the excitement's there. We cannot wait to see what happens today in our very first round of the UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup here in Lenzerheide.
There you go, your daily dose of big Aussie enthusiasm from Josh Carlson, who'll be with us all weekend here at the UCI Mountain Bike World Series. Giving us his analysis from out on course. Let's check out the semi-final start list then for the elite women. Lisa Baumann is going to kick things off, another Swiss racer racing at home. Sharna Hearn for the YT mob. The Aussie national champ will be closely behind her. Louise-Anna Ferguson, Gracie Hemstreet, Yankova, both up into the big leagues for the first time. And then we're into the business end of things. Hrasnik, Hole, Afferton, and Balanche. Marine Cabarrou, Seagrave, what can they do today? The lake there stretches out just at the bottom of the track. Absolutely stunning venue. Very much you couldn't throw a stone in Switzerland without hitting a stunning vista, but this place especially, absolutely gorgeous. So we are going to narrow it down from 18 riders. 10 will go through to the final. We do have some protected riders in there as well, but some of the big names will have to be careful. It's not a given that they're going through. And which of these riders earlier in the order will be able to dethrone them and claim a little spot of history and a seat at the big table for themselves. And it is almost time to go racing here at the UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup, round 1 of 2023. Switzerland's Lisa Baumann riding for Commencal Les Ors will kick things off for us once those beeps start. It has been a long off-season, a long torturous build-up to this one, but it feels great to finally go racing again with the downhillers. So as you can see, pretty much as I said earlier on, the stuff that's not in the trees, full chat, very, very fast, very rough bike park. Baumann leaves the start height and gets 2023 underway properly. See this top section then. We did see some of the junior riders come out of there and throw their runs away before they even got going. This is the off-camber section in the trees. Plenty of routes coming through there. It's wide, but there's so many lines to pick out. Baumann, we've seen her on the enduro bike actually a lot early in the career, but as with everything, Commencal Les Ors keen to mix it up on the tutelage of the Ravenels, Cedric and Cecile. Antoine Vidal as well, he's coming up in an elite men's race. What can he do? One of the most exciting young talents in France. You can see as well one of the trademark difficulties here in Lenzerheide is that dappled light in the trees. Big, big routes coming out throughout practice. Baumann clears that big bridge jump with ease and then heads back into the woods where it gets very, very dark very, very quickly. A lot of the riders in the junior ranks hanging over this right-hand line there yesterday before cutting back to the left. Seems to be the preferred option of attack. Here is one of the several road gaps then across the Lenzerheide track, and you want to anchor up super, super hard before heading down over those two inside lines. Some of the junior riders actually casing the road gap as well, so the back wheel landing first, and that impact just slows them down. This is that new steep section. Baumann straight down the middle. Looking really comfortable out there, you'd have to say as well, Lisa Baumann. Another road gap. That little turn as well, begging to be hit really, really hard, but you can lose speed in it as well. You see the track looking absolutely perfect at the minute. Oh, Baumann just stabs a foot, that's all right. Keeps the bike moving. Just a little stall, but I don't think she lost too much time off that rock drop to the left-hand side. And now it's starting to hurt. The lactic acid building in the legs and the arms. As she heads down into these berms, the right, then the left. And although they look more straightforward than the route sections in the woods, they are absolutely fundamental to a good time here in Lenzerheide. You've got to nail absolutely every part of this track. Baumann throwing it over the bridge, absolutely no fear, into this tricky right-hander off the big drop and down to the line. The benchmark time is set at 3:24.4 from Lisa Baumann. She looks up. Will she be happy enough with that one? I think she probably will. Louise Anna Ferguson then for Continental Nuke-Proof Factory Racing, excuse me. A young team on the move. Ferguson's done so much riding out in New Zealand. One of the big young talents. Again, someone who's not shy of riding an enduro bike, which is stage racing for those of you new to downhill racing, this first time tuning in. But today it is all about that one descent. Ferguson down through the steep section cleanly then. You hear that Nuke-Proof downhill bike virtually silent as it's making its way down there. Long gone are the days where downhill bikes used to sound like toolboxes being thrown downstairs. The advances in the bike technology, absolutely night and day, even 10 years ago. So as I say, Continental Nuke-Proof really starting to make a name for themselves. Chris Cummings family. Ronan Dunn, we'll see them both coming up later on. And we will see her team, Veronica Widman, her teammate, later on in the running order today in this elite women's semi-final. A little right-hand turn. We saw Amory Piron on his way to his winning run last year, just hop a little pole on the inside of it as Ferguson crosses the line. 9 seconds back on that time of Baumann's. So she wasn't hanging around up there, Baumann. Gracie Hemstreet then, one of Canada's big, big talents. So dominant in the junior ranks last season. Up into the elites for the first time. Hemstreet for Norco, clears the bridge, no problem. Off the big drop. She set the fastest time pre-season testing in Lourdes, and she's done the same today by 10 seconds, a 3:13.7 from Gracie Hemstreet. Yankova now, the Bulgarian, another rider up from juniors. Oh, and she's down. Yankova goes down, the 21 junior world champion. Oh, and she's staying down as well. A 2 times European continental champ. Pulls the goggles off. Marshall quick to get the bike away. And that is not the start to Isabella Yankova's 2023 she will have wanted. And now, as we see Mille Jonset for Norway leave the start hut for Canyon Collective Factory Team, I am proud to say I am joined in the booth by the man himself, Cedric Gracia. Cedric, a mouth-watering day of racing ahead of us here.
I'm so excited. What we saw yesterday with the juniors, and now it's game on. It's final, and it's dry.
I am still recovering from that junior race. It was absolutely insane. So this year we are broadcasting the juniors live for the first time on the UCI Mountain Bike World Series YouTube channel, GCM Plus as well. The future stars of the sport. Mille Jonset was one of those names that you would have counted in that category not that long ago.
Definitely a dry course today, a lot drier, like they create a lot of speed, and I saw already like a lot of mechanical this morning, like on practice, a lot of mechanical.
What was that, tires and wheels?
Yeah, a lot of, tires, flat. Very real flat. Yeah, you have to make sure those mechanics prepare the whole thing, because not much timing between practice and racing.
And this is a good point actually that Cedric makes, is that there isn't a whole lot of time between the semi and the final. So a lot of teams experimenting with bike 1, bike 2. I know the Santa Cruz Syndicate, they've got 2 setups and they just basically drop the suspension in and out of them. Mille Jonset crosses the line by 321.5.
Everyone is opening that corner a little bit, except rider, of course, when I say so. Usually people try to be in the grass now to avoid those 2 big compression out of the start.
Anna Newkirk for Beyond Racing. Really interesting squad. Really interesting looking bike, actually.
And she's not bad, keeping contact there. There's a 3, but now lost a lot in split number 4. She's almost 4 seconds off. We see a lot of people, you know, losing a lot of energy halfway, you know? Like, you have to keep some, really.
Yeah, you do. I think it's the same for us, actually, as well. We had to stay chilled. There's a long day ahead of us in here. But yeah, Newkirk made some time at split 2, but not to be for her. Where does that put her? It stacks her into 2nd place, so 5 seconds back, but not out of the running yet by any stretch of the imagination. Now, this is an interesting bike rider. Harriet Harnden from the UK, an enduro specialist, formerly a cyclocross specialist. She spent a lot of time on the road. Wow. And we talk about the likes of Tom Pidcock, Matthew van der Poel racing cross country. We haven't seen them on a big bike yet, and we're seeing Hattie Harnden here.
Oh, I would love to see Van der Poel and Pidcock doing downhill. That would be insane.
Hattie Harnden.
The Swiss of mountain biking, really.
She's 4 seconds back at split 4, though, Harnden.
Oh, those corners, you know, they sound and they look so easy. But that's where trouble can happen, you know, when you're so tired of like pushing so hard at the top of the track.
Harnden, of course, under the tutelage of Tracy Mosley in the UK. A fantastic downhill champion in her time as well.
A lot of English people coming as well as French people.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be a big battle like the good old days.
Harnden crossed the line into 2nd place then, so that might yet work out for her. Nina Hoffman for the Santa Cruz Syndicate, then a World Cup rider, but riding injured.
Yeah, injured. That's why she didn't do semi, because she was protected, but now she's on track, and always be careful. Look at the line. She opened the line here to get better speed, exit speed, but she's still cranking. But
yeah, she was protected now as one of the top 5 from last season, so she could just roll out Legate in quali, and she is setting about these splits.
Really good on split 3, but lost a lot of time at split 4. But, you know, riding injury is always in your mind. That's, you know, a lot of people, when they take the start, they forgot about it, but, you know, it's still there.
So she won in Fort William in 2022. She won a British National there earlier on the season, so perhaps warming up for a good crack at Worlds later in the year. Hoffman crosses the line now.
3:13.
3:13 into the hot seat for Nina Hoffman.
Not bad for someone injured.
No, that's...
Especially those days.
I'd like to be able to do that with a bad knee.
Even with one leg.
You see a German national champ's sleeve on her jersey, so The downhill riders, they will have their Steve Peat, legend himself, plenty of national championships on in his trophy cabinet.
So good to have him because I was on track. He's so, you know what, and when someone like Steve Peat comes, he's like, okay, try this line on the left.
Yeah, he knows what he's looking at, Pete, doesn't he? We see Hoffman just over that rise.
Oh, she just landed pedal.
Straight onto the gas, yeah, you're right.
She's not afraid of sending it, that's for sure. Hoffman, she shows us.
No, but such a precise rider as well, Cedric.
Yeah. Like, we see a little bit stiff upper body, but I think she's loosening up a little bit, but she's, you see the attitude in that corner. The attitude in that corner. She's not shoulders in the corner.
Yeah.
She's like a little bit as a skier, all the work is done under your hips.
Here we go then, Vero Widman.
From Italia. Hey, Italian in the game lately.
Another protected rider riding with the national champions colours of Italy on her sleeve.
Oh. Look at the crowd. Upper line here was beautiful.
Fast through there, Cedric.
Oh, and she's cranking. And she's still sideways and she's cranking.
Oh, you love to see it. It's great to be back at the downhill.
She looked like she's late for something.
Yeah, she wants as much time before the finals as possible. She's making her way down there pretty fast.
Wow, good carrying speed here. A little bit short on that jump.
Yeah, Widman well in touch. Half a second back.
Oh, look at that, the work, like over those roots.
Those nuke proofs basically silent as well.
Yeah, that's important for a rider. You don't want to have extra noise, you already have in your head.
Yeah, Cedric, I mentioned earlier on the older bikes were a bit noisier than the modern ones. That'll be your sort of time, won't it?
Yeah, it was hard, and we tried to make them quiet. There's a tube we cut. We put on the swing arm to make sure we don't hear the slap of the chain. But hey, today you see them coming down, and you hear just the noise of the tire hitting the roots.
It's a great noise, isn't it? That sort of thud.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
So good.
Yeah, those noises in your head when you go to bed. I love it.
Yeah. It's so good to be back at the downhill, as I say.
They're big drop too. Like you see, like the women's, they even had to scrub those jumps because they're coming so fast.
Well, we saw yesterday, I mentioned earlier on, a lot of the junior riders just hanging that drop up a wee bit to tag the landing with the back wheel to slow themselves down a bit more.
Inside line here. I saw a lot of people this morning taking it.
It works if you can get off the brakes quick enough, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yesterday a lot of lines changed today because they dried in the woods. Then they can risk an inside line, and of course you want to go, shortcut. You don't want to do extra terrain, really. Then everyone was trying this morning. I know from the inside, and Marin Gabiru was trying it.
Maureen Cabarrou, of course, coming up shortly. Interesting to see what she can do this season.
Oh, and Rachel. How beautiful is that?
Rachel Afferton. Yeah, let's not get too excited.
Exactly.
Let's keep it.
5 seconds up for split number 3 for Veronica.
Yeah, 5 seconds back. She's lost time in there somewhere.
Yes. Connecting all those drops really good, but a little bit inside compared to Hoffman here. Like you see, like she's losing a lot of spin in that corner, and she needs to crank, and it's not really the big crank she's giving. Like just turning the pedals.
And then she is protected, Cedric. Does that change the approach a wee bit? Do you just get your eye in a wee bit?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the right plan. It is points for semi-final.
This is
you
true.
want all those points for the final overall, if you're thinking overall.
Really changes downhill this season, doesn't it? It makes it a lot more a thinking game. Like, points are available, you got to try and win them.
Yeah, well, if someone give you points, you have to take them.
Here we go then, Widman down the line with 3:22.7, 9 seconds back. She will go through though as a protected rider.
Yes.
Time of 3:22.73. And this is that Shimano.
Tanny Seagrave then for the Canyon Collective, FMD. Back with a vengeance. She missed all but one round last season because of a concussion injury.
We miss her so much.
We miss Tanny at the races.
Her style, her attitude, and a race effort. When she's going down, she's going for it like she's doing it right now.
And she's back this season with Phoebe Gale as well in the team. She's been a bit of a mentor for her, and the two of them having a lot of fun out there in the pits together. And yeah, Tanny, great to see her back.
An inside line here.
The FMD video series following her recovery from that concussion injury. It's something she's really, really passionate about now, and great to see one of the big names really being an advocate for it.
A lot of people are opening more that corner today. It's dry, and they're cutting a lot more other corners I was opening before. It's funny, they change a lot of lines.
Looks great through there, Cedric, doesn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. And you see the hard way here. She's suffering on that section. These have to go
We've
like.
seen a few of them stall just. The bike just wants to stop a little bit. I think there's a rock just maybe behind that edge.
And sharp rock, and a little bit of a uphill. Then you need to carry that speed to go over that first rock to carry on. But not easy. Easy to say, like I say. But we're not on the
from the
bike.
commentary booth, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, except to keep the voice. But
Seagrave then through those berms, over the road gap. It should be heading down towards the finish line now. Cleanly over that last table.
50k an hour.
50k an hour. Off the big drop, down to the line. Seagrave 4 seconds back of Hoffman's benchmark of a 3:18, but clean, safe. I'd say she'd be happy with that.
Yeah, she'll be happy. It's like I say, it's only a semi-final, and she's coming back step by step. You cannot burn the steps here. Like step by step, get confidence again, and when it's time to send later on, okay, it's go time.
We head to the top now for a rider who you just feel needs a big season, Marine Cabirou, Cedric's compatriot. He's rubbing his hands with anticipation at the start of this one.
You know, like she had bad luck, she had big crash, you know, and now it's time for her, and she's not afraid to send in the semi-final, and like. You know, she was always on the top 5, 6, but I think it's time for her to maybe a little bit more in the front, and so she have everything for her.
So she won the overall in 2020, 5 World Cup wins to her name, and she's just one of those form riders. You get them in downhill when it's on for her, there's no stopping her.
It's no stopping, and when she gets confident, she's dangerous, and all the girls know that. And they've been working really hard with the team, and they work on something special on the wheels, cannot say. But everyone is working really hard, and yeah, she's looking good. I think she's getting back to confidence, step by step.
Yeah, the 26-year-old riding for Scott Downhill Factory. She's been on that team for a good while now, and she's really sort of...
You see, she geared down. She find out she had the hard gear. She geared down a bit just to have it easier for that little climb. You have to be smart and, clever, but this means you composed still. You're not done. And that's good.
On that latest version of the Scott Gambler, which she's been on for quite a while now, and she's familiar with each evolution of it. She's comfortable on the bike. Good setup, good team.
That's important, you know. You cannot switch bikes every year. Yeah. It would never work.
Cabirou then off the drop.
Oh, a little whip too.
Styling Why not? A great benchmarker for her.
Nice work. 1.9 off for Marine Cabirou.
Third fastest in this semi-final then for Cabirou.
I'm so surprised of all the good-looking kids everyone have this.
Yeah.
It's bright, it's beautiful, it looks good on TV. Oh, this is great.
Been a bit of a nightmare as well because we've had to relearn what colours they're all in, but I know what you mean.
In practice, that's what I was. Who is that?
Phoebe Gale then. This is the rider we were talking about earlier on now. She's up from juniors. This is her first elite race for FMD. Oh, I wonder just as she came into shot.
Will we know quick? 2 seconds off on split 2. Yeah, it looked like 2.2. Yeah, I want to know what happened in that corner. You know, like when we saw, like
as we rejoined her there, it was as if she just sort of got going again, but 4.8 back for Phoebe Gale.
Yeah, she probably crashed because she stole that corner. There's a 2 inside corner there. Wow. Oh, let us slide here.
Just trying to see if I can see any dirt on her kit. Can't see any at the minute.
No, maybe she just stole it.
Yeah, maybe it's got a bobble somewhere.
Yeah. But you see the way when she breaks the dirt, it's so brown in there, still a little bit of moist.
Yes.
Oh, taking the inside here.
There's no Comcam in the booth today, but you've just missed Cedric do the French kit, the chef's kiss for the chef's kiss for the dirt out here in Lenzerheide. He's loving it.
We all love that dirt when it's brown like this and tacky.
Yeah.
This is the kind of feeling when you start riding, you know too. You know.
Yeah, I know it. Gale on her way now. Just.
You see the entrance of that corner start to be a little bit like some, braking bumps. You have to watch out on those, especially at the end of the track when you're tired.
Just 18 years of age, Gale. Plenty more racing ahead of her.
50k kilometers. That's fast.
Will she make the cut today? Gale then. 7.9 seconds back with a 3:21.6.
She got a bit tripped up or whatever.
Hoffman raised the bar, even with injured. European Championship on track.
Krasnik now.
Oh, nice bunny up over that thing, over that bump. Oh, aggressive ride in semi-final. I love that. Points are important.
Yep, Slovenian.
Oh, she's looking good.
Fast through here, Slovenian. And
1.2.
then someone turns the lights off on you and you've got to hang left.
Have you remember yesterday on the junior when
Oh.
the
Oh.
it's steep there. It's really steep. You need to control that bike. Taking the same line and practice. Not taking the inside.
1.2 off for the current European champion, Krasnik.
Oh, nice carrying speed on that.
The 28-year-old teammates of Camille Ballanche, Dorval AM Commensal, riding that Commensal Supreme.
Oh, look at the work of the four. I love to see this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
she stole a little bit, but she saved it good.
Yeah, she saved that.
Yeah.
That yellow pad yesterday for the juniors, it seemed to have like some kind of bike magnet attached to it. They were
Yeah.
all having to swerve around it at the last minute.
That tree is saying like, kiss me, kiss me.
We went over this yesterday. You don't want to kiss trees.
No.
We both kissed too many of them in our time.
Oh, good. Like, I like the way she's jumping the holes, like bunny up. You need to have a lot of energy, especially at this part of the track, you know?
This is the thing about Lenzerheide. It is a very, very high-speed track, but at the same time, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of holes that just want to just catch a wheel, slow you down, stop you in your tracks a bit. So fundamental in downhill racing, just to keep the bike moving all the time. Is as odd as that sounds, it is what it's all about.
It's true. And you don't want to brake too much on the brake bumps, lose speed.
So here we are then. Krasnik goes third. So Vidman and Gale currently, as it stands, are through to the final, but this woman, Valentina Hull, the world champion, is on course for the first time in 2023. And you could see how hard she's pushing already.
She's going on semi-final. She won those points, and she's dangerous.
Cedric is like,
oh, what a whip.
So stylish.
Oh, I love to see this. This is insane, the level those women got in the last couple years. Like, so comfy on the bike, aggressive.
Valentina Hull.
Look composed. Look composed. The inside line here.
Oh.
Look at, she's not, wow, a lot better than I saw this morning. She was braking so hard this morning, and now it looked like she's like touching less the brake. She's getting more confident on the inside line.
The 21-year-old then.
What a control of the bike, and she's styling every jump. Oh, look at that dirt flying out of the back wheel.
3 sets of UCI World Champ stripes to her name, 2 of them as a junior. The first of an elite came last season in Leger.
That was nice.
That was nice.
That was nice. She released the brakes exactly on that first corner just to line up. That was great.
Oh, Valley Hole goes down just before that little rock ledge.
That's what we talk about. It's a little bit of an uphill here.
Shakes the head. I wonder if she's done any damage. Yep, the lever's the wrong way around. She is protected though.
Yeah.
But that is not how you want to prepare for a finals run.
Exactly what I wanted to say. That's not how you want to start your season. But now the most important is to reset the button and pretend this didn't happen, and this is a harder thing.
Such a fascinating sport, made even more fascinating by this semi-final format this season, because she's going to have to come into there full chat.
Yep, full on. And the thing, like I said, that reset button is so hard to find because you have to forget what just happened. And only a few people can do that.
Yeah, Valentina Hull, though, is probably one of them.
She was looking good. That little uphill into the rocks, so hard to carry speed, I guess.
Off the drop then for Hull.
Oh, that whip. Oh my God.
Valentina Hull.
Oh, she's so stylish.
Giving the crowd something to cheer for.
Yep.
No,
Not happy.
it will be back to the pits.
When you go into the pits like this so quick, yeah, not happy. Oh, here we go.
Here we go
There
then.
we go. Now we're talking. We are waiting for this, for Rach Atherton to go back into business.
Doing it for the mums out there. Rachel Atherton is back at a UCI World Cup. 39 World Cup wins to her name, and she's going for number 40 today.
The fastest mum in the world.
Yeah, riding for Atherton. Continental.
Outside line here, different line. A lot more round and steady.
She was sixth last. She had a go here in Lenzerheide last season. She was sixth.
Whoa, she's
then, but
looking
she's set about these time
She's looking at 2.3. She look around, so around. This is exactly what is dangerous in mountain biking. Sometimes when someone looks so composed and look like it's easy, it's like, you know, driving your car and elbow out the window.
Yeah.
Exactly what she's doing. Bruni is the same.
Rachel Afferton in her prime, if you're new to the sport of downhill racing, an unstoppable force in the elite women's field. And do you know what, Cedric? She used to race like she looks like she's racing today, just composed and fast, not in trouble.
Oh, I'm having a flashback when she was racing and Caroline. She saw, oh, she have a problem on,
Just
on
sat
the
down
chain.
there. Maybe just catching her breath. She's still 2.3 seconds to the good.
Yeah, what went 2.3? Yeah. But I don't know, it looked like she had an easy gear.
35 years old now, Afferton.
What a run. What a run so far for Rachel Atherton.
50 kilometers. 50 kilometers an hour down there.
Oh no, it's good. She's
Well,
still
stand by your beds, everyone. Rachel Afferton is back at a UCI World Cup downhill race. 1.6 seconds faster than Nina Hoffman into the new look hot seat. Goes Afferton. There's the trademark. Hand off the bars. Yep, she enjoyed that one. Plenty more to come for the finals. But this woman, Camille Balanche, will have something to say about it.
And she's at home and she won those points. She's here for winning every single race.
Yeah, Camille Balanche, one of the thinkers, downhill racers. She'll know that there is points up for grabs here, and she'll want every single one of them she can get.
And she probably knows that Valentina had a problem.
She probably knows that Valentina had a problem.
Nice outside line, and I think this for me is the fastest inside here. Oh, she's taking risk already in semi-final. She's looking good.
She was the first Swiss woman to win a gold medal at the UCI World Champs 2020 in Leogang.
Rolling that corner so good, taking the inside. Nice, she's really good in corner, really good.
A lot of attention around her this weekend, of course, raced home in Switzerland.
Half a second on split 3.
Half a second into the green. What a fascinating concept this semi-final format is beginning to be.
She's doing exactly the reverse of everyone. Not nailing too hard at the top, just putting the gas on the halfway in the bottom. That's maybe the key today.
I think if you're as good as Camille Balanche, you've got those reserves, you've got the ability to be able to do that, but...
Fitness, hard training, and determination. She's looking good.
1.2 seconds, yeah.
And it looked like she's just cruising. How comfortable she is. Yeah, that's crazy.
Camille Balanche, nearly 52 kilometers an hour, down the line now.
2K faster than everyone almost.
Off the big drop, is this going to be a marker? Camille Balanche goes fastest in the semi-final here in Lenzerheide with a 3:10.1.
Wow.
And that is how you tell everyone that you're the champion from last year.
Exactly.
The overall title holder rolls down first, fastest in the semi-finals here in Lenzerheide. But plenty of intrigue out of that one, Cedric.
It's going to be a tight race, actually.
It's going to be a tight race.
But I'm so impressed about Rachel Atherton right away into Camille Balanche kind of speed.
Yeah.
And that's impressive. I mean, we're talking about Camille Balanche.
Here we have it then, your top 10. Camille Balanche, Afferton, Hoffman, Hemstreet. Up in 4th for Gracie Hemstreet, Krasnik, Cabarrou, Seagrave, Harnden. So it's Newkirk and Jonset who are in the top 10, who will make the big show in the final. Phoebe Gale just missing out. Veronica Vidman, Lisa Baumann. Valentina Hol's 14th is protected, so we'll knock one of those two I just mentioned out. We will get confirmation of that final list shortly. Here's Camille Balanche, though, setting about it. Great to watch.
Camille Balanche, a fantastic semi-final run there that obviously qualifies you first right into the finals. With the weight and the points difference this year, what does that change with regards to your strategy?
There is more point in qualifying for sure, so I didn't want it to go obviously for a win, but just wanted to do a good run, so I'm in a good position and I'm confident. So I wanted to be actually in 3 minutes 10, so I'm super happy. It's exactly what I did, and now I hope I still have some energy to push a little more.
So that's your A game. I mean, that's what's going to be hard for you. You know, is it going to be putting 90% in the semi-finals and 100% in the finals, or the other way around? I mean, how do you manage that?
I don't know. Like, it's the first round. Oh, let's say I was 95%. We'll see if I still have enough energy. If I don't, then maybe next round I will have to give a bit less in semi-final, because the most important is the race day, so the race run. So we'll see. I'm happy so far, but I don't know how it's going to go for race day, for the race. The race run.
The race day, yeah. Thank you very much, Camille.
You're welcome.
Camille Balanche then. Well, happy with that one. So here are the results of the semi-final. Balanche Afferton, 1.7 seconds behind her. 1.7 seconds, so Cedric, not
it's
nothing.
not much. It's, I mean, it's definitely possible, but we don't know what Balanche have in the back pocket.
So Yankova did get down, did set a time. Jess Blewett did not start. An exciting start to proceedings here in Lenzerheide. Let's have a look at Camille Balanche, how she did it.
She looked so composed right away. It's funny, she took the inside line, but doubling up in the grass. The first corner, I saw a lot of crashes. It looks easy, but definitely straight out of the gate, going that fast. She make the work the bike so good. Like, she's not braking too late into the holes, and she just released the brakes when she have to, just to don't stall the bike and carry speed over those routes. And she's using a lot of arm and legs to carry speed over those big rocks. That's a beautiful run, but I think she still have maybe one or two in the back pocket.
Yeah,
like she looked almost too comfortable, not in danger at any moment.
It's quite a feat to look comfortable on a downhill track
that
like
remind me the old days, Nicolas Vullios. It looked like he's cruising down the hill, and you have to go over your limit, you know, to be able to try to catch him.
Here is then your semi-final start list for the men.
This is going to be
in Guyane will kick us off. Tristan Potter and Mark Wallace riding for Norco Factory Team. Thomas Estac, looking forward to see what he can do.
Oh, yeah.
Antoine Piron, Antoine Vidal, another two to look out for. Brooke McDonald, Kate Edwards in there as well.
Brooke looking fast too.
Ronan Dunn, Ireland expects. Oliver Zwar, Amory Piron, Greg Minard, Thibaut Deprella, Troy Brosnan, Danny Hart, Dylan Levesque, a who's who of fast elite downhill riders.
So many names. Any one of those can win today.
And we've got to keep calm throughout, Cedric. This is going to be tricky.
It's so many. Wow. And if everyone is looking fast in practice, it's really hard to tell who is faster than anyone else. You know? But at the moment, when you're here in the gate, you're stressing. You want to do good. It's your first round of the year. It's a lot in your head, a lot.
It's a lot.
A lot more than everyday life.
Yeah. Racing's life or death, everything else is just waiting.
No win so far, no win, that's important. But
that's what we want to see.
Yeah, but win sometimes is good when I see those big clouds coming in.
Yeah, there are some dark clouds just beginning to bubble up. And here we go then, it's time to go racing for the UCI Mountain Bike Downhill Elite Men's World Cup in 2023.
Inside line here, well, the first time we see that, in the grass. Already, he's looking composed on one of the hardest line. That line is so off camber, so hard to take that upper line. It's dry today, but still, you need a lot of speed.
So in the men's semis, we're going to cut 60 riders down to just 30 who are going to go through to the final.
It's already rolling so fast inside line here.
Oh,
Look at the bike.
Sets the bike up square like Wayne.
You see the way he's not even finishing his corner to use the suspension to just go to the next corner. We're going to see a lot of that today. Oh, he's full in, pedaling everywhere. Tacking to try to get as much speed as he can without pedaling in the hair a little bit like a Sam Blankenship signature. That wood section is off camber as well. It's really hard in a lot of routes.
Yeah, a carpet of routes lining this track here in the Bike Kingdom Lenzerheide. Yeah, that's that. Oh, that's nicely done.
Yeah, such a good-looking rider, like in terms of style.
Guiane into the steep section now. Carnage through here in the junior race yesterday.
Sideline here.
Threads a needle between the two Shimano pads. We actually walked the track during practice the other day, and about 10 riders in a row just tapped each of those pads on the way through.
Barely made that one. He was coming so fast. But like I say, from day one of practice, a lot of dirt is missing between routes. It's all at the bottom.
It's all at the bottom.
They carry it into the tires all the way down.
But the track in really good shape, Cedric, compared to with the likes of we go to Val di Sole in Italy, where I don't think there's any dirt left in that region.
Maybe they should put some concrete in there.
Yeah, well, this track holding up well. We had to say we had a bit of moisture, a bit of rain, a bit of precipitation earlier in the weekend, and
like we talked earlier, it's a mix of a bike park, mix of natural stuff. You need to have a technical baggage, like really, for every part of that track.
Yep, absolutely.
You have to be good everywhere. Be careful those corners, those flat corners when you're coming at that speed, it's hard. You want to pedal quick, really early, but be careful to don't lose the grip. There we go, he's done.
He's down, and our first rider down for the day in the elite men's semi-final in Guiane.
Bottom out twice in a row, bottom out. Soft fork here. Oh, just too fast and hit the front brake at the wrong moment. There we go.
Down, and that is where that precision.
Sinks the pad. But I hope he's okay.
Any lack of it. He's riding again, though.
Back on the bike. Those guys are tough.
The Colombian Fernando Juan Munoz.
Remember, all those Colombians, when they stop to open the gas, it's no way back. It's all in. It's no halfway. All in.
Colombian riders always just absolutely full chat when it comes to these World Cup races.
I think he had enough now. Hey, but that's the way you have to ride today in the World Cup. You're here, you're far from home, you want to shine, you want to be this new guy, and that's what it takes. And they've been training so hard this winter, then they're tough. You should see how many times they hit the gym.
Yeah, all those hours in the gym, on the road bike, training, waiting for this day. The first finals run of a new UCI World Cup season, and just a little bit too much pepper.
That's basically the change on the old days, We wasn't hitting the gym so much. We should have to.
Can you finally admit that now?
Yeah. When I see those guys training at home in Andorra, I understand why I was not maybe on the podium sometimes.
There we go.
Thank you.
No-hander.
Beautiful no-hander. Thank you. I love that.
I could have done that, but it wouldn't have been intentional. Theo Erlingsson then, South Africa.
That inside line looked good.
Did look like it worked, didn't it?
Like soft and nice grass still.
It looks like that. Oh,
he went down. He went down.
Yeah,
he's dirty
like
on the left.
down.
That's why I like people ride white clothes. We see right away if they went down.
Erlingsson actually was throwing a few backflips in practice.
Maybe you should do one now.
Well, just saying.
Yeah, just could happen at any moment.
I think he's maybe had one backflip too many today by the look of those trousers, but as he comes down over the line.
Oh, yeah. I'm sweating already.
Right, listen, everyone, Cedric and I are under a brief to keep things calm early on in the run of the day, and with riders doing stuff like that, it's not going to happen.
How can you keep calm? It's impossible when you see the show.
Adam Rodchek then on track, and we can all just be happy that Erlingsson has survived that. He nearly missed the bars on that.
Yeah. He was looking for the bar on the right side. You know when you're like, where's it?
Rodchek then crosses the line into the new look hot seat.
Hey, pretty much in touch.
Sam Blenkinsop then, one of the crowd favourites, one of the journeymen.
No gloves on.
Of downhill mountain bike racing, signature gloveless look. I think he may have been off as well.
Yeah. But look at the way he's working his bike. He's not a passenger. He's just like using everything. You know, his arms, his legs. Like looking ahead, really important. Like you're able to do lines like that. And you see, he pushed the bike with his legs on the front, like they do in skiing, to get the bike up to speed without pedaling.
Won a UCI World Cup back in Schladming 2008, and a rider who is very much in my internal folder of, if I could ride a bike like anybody, Sam Blenkinsop would be in that folder. He's just great to watch, so technical, so much time.
Look at that whip. You see that guy riding, you want to take your bike and go shred.
Effortless, he's got time everywhere. Off the drop, cancer over, why not?
That guy is
13 seconds back for Blenkinsop, shakes the head, but listen, he enjoys every run, no matter what's happening.
Every run. You see him riding, it's
Jamie Edmondson then from Scotland.
Different line here, he's going to the main line. Cranking hard outside those corners to get back to speed.
Yep, Edmondson.
And it's working.
On that new privateer setup he's built for himself this off-season Chile.
All green since the split 2.
Yeah, going well, 2 seconds to the good.
Yeah, lost a little bit on the split 4, but definitely on it.
Big guy, Jamie Edmondson, 54 kilometers an hour down here. I saw him in the shop the other night buying a pint of milk and he wasn't going that fast then. Jamie Edmondson down to the line and sets the new hot seat time, 2 seconds ahead of Rodchek.
Those crank are important after those corners, you know. Right gearing, 2 crank hard.
It's that little right-hander after the big left over the drop into the final where you can still lose a run.
Yeah, you can still lose a run. But those wood section at the top, you have to make sure you make those nicely. Especially this area.
Valentin Chatanet then for France.
2 seconds off on split 3. Losing more and more.
If you're new to downhill mountain bike racing, France really the nation in the driving seat at the minute. Luckily for us, I'm sat beside a Frenchman. Cedric, why is that?
Why is that? Maybe the water or the wine. Something is happening in France lately. I don't know what it is. Very French, very French. Maybe the baguette.
Maybe.
Baguette.
The French here in big numbers again. Chatanet.
All the way, pedaling out to the finish, getting deep here at the last jump. 2 seconds off.
Lachlan Stevens McNabb then up in the elites for the first time. A big win for his teammate in the juniors, Hauser, last night.
What a run, he will be 11 in elites. That's fast.
That is fast.
Super nice kid too, I seen yesterday. So happy.
First World Cup.
Yeah, but couldn't believe he won. I'm like, you better believe next week you could do it again.
You better start believing whenever people start asking you for numbers.
Yeah, split number 4, 2 seconds faster than everyone else so
Here we
far.
go. Lachlan Stevens McNabb, the New Zealander.
54 kilometers an hour. Oh! I told you about that corner.
Tags that apex marker.
Wow, he saved it.
Oh, Cedric, if only we'd mentioned that before he did that.
If you're a little bit late on that corner, the other left corner is coming so quick, but if you're drifting, there's nothing you can do, really.
Carmen Manoyo Busquets in from Spain.
A lot of Spanish people, too, coming in. Fast riders.
We're going to see a very, very fast one later on.
Holding the pile all the way down, I hope this time. Oh,
what was it you said the other night? Maximum gambas.
Yeah, man, I hope he don't drop the calamar and the gambas from the paella for Suarez, because he can make it. He can. He have all.
Well, Suarez Alonso coming up later on.
On a mission, I tell you.
Absolutely on a mission. So we'll have to wait to see him. But let's see how his compatriot Busquets is getting on.
Yeah, he had some good run last
He's in touch.
year. Yeah, 1.9. He's one of the contenders for the future for sure. From Catalonia.
From Catalonia. 795 riders here. Represented a new UCI World Cup record across all formats.
Lost a lot of time on the last split.
As the sport of mountain biking continues to grow. Taylor Vernon now, from Wales, on course. A big talent, and another rider so stylish.
Oh, those back wheel was so close to the bridge when he did that whip.
Yep. Had a big crash earlier in the weekend, but doesn't seem to be slowing him down too much, Vernon.
No, he hit that reset button. Today it's race day. It's game on.
Massive career as a youngster in motocross behind him before he made the switch onto downhill bikes, which I always think you can see, Cedric.
Yeah, like the attitude, like elbows out, a little bit, you see it's a little bit high. The front is really high, like motocross style. Different setup for some riders, you know. Some people like to be really close to the floor. He's not.
Taylor Vernon.
1.9 off.
Off the drop. Vernon down to the line then, 1.5 seconds back, so lost time towards the bottom of it,
but pedaling all the way to
nods
the finish
ahead.
line.
Taylor Vernon nods ahead, he's happy with that one. Leo Grisel then.
Wow, I love the way they use that first corner and bunnying up out of the corner. I like that. Oh, he's cranking so hard after the bridge. And it's fast already, and all of a sudden, the light shut down. Oh, taking risk here, that's good. Try to bunny up some of the rocks. Oh, land here exactly where you don't want to land on those rocks. You have to land a little bit more left. 1 second on split 3. We saw some riders being able to get some time at the bottom, you know.
Grisel riding for Les Arcs mountain bike team. I've actually
split 4-3. Something happened. Need to study some of the lines.
Les Arcs, an absolutely stunning location for mountain biking if you ever get the chance. Down over the line in 3 seconds back for the Frenchman.
5th for the moment.
Yeah, nods ahead, happy enough.
Race behind.
It's going to be tight racing even for semi-finals.
Seth Sherlock for Intense Factory Racing. His teammate Aaron Gwynn injured. Look at Sherlock go actually. Yeah, Aaron Gwynn injured.
Oh, different line here on the
different line,
inside. We
goes
saw
way
that with the
inside.
juniors as well. Interesting line.
Yeah.
They cut out a lot of terrain. And terrain, sometimes, you know, a straight line is faster, I guess.
Canadian, that looked like it worked for him on that prototype Intense race bike. Intense, one of those just history-steeped racing brands that just produce gorgeous bikes year in, year out.
They've been changing a lot of geometry over the years, like a lot lately.
Jeff Staber, the owner, still handwelds many of them himself.
That's impressive. In the garage.
In the garage, bit of music on.
Yeah.
Seth Sherlock down to the line then. What is he going to stop the clock at? 2:50.1.
6 so far. Oh, hard those guys are cranking outside the gate. That first crank is important.
Jack Redding, the world's fastest optician. Heading into the woods. The British rider. He's been around the scene for a good while now.
Yeah, keeping to the right and hit that first rat.
Was
really hard.
Oh, you can hear him
him?
shout there. That was him.
Good sound.
Told us at the start of the weekend about how he was into this new format with the semis, but he said that the margins at the top of downhill racing are so fine now that he said you can't relax.
Racing. Nope. No. Relax is no. You do that on Sunday night.
Redding now down the line. Let's get him home.
Yeah, 5th position, 3 off.
Position so far. Jack Redding just has a look back up the track. Tristan Botter, and then the Dutchman spends a lot of his time in Scotland training in the Tweed Valley.
I love the way, like, so many lines right away on the first corner. No one have the same line. It's not like one rider after each other take the same line.
It's a funny track like that, isn't it? When a lot of it like this, fairly wide, not many options, and all of a sudden you're presented with 4 or 5, and then they stop again, and it's back to the one.
Yeah, and yesterday totally different line when it was moist than like wet on the ground. It means like the track is faster today, and it's going to be faster and faster, I guess, but as well a lot more destroyed when you have so many riders coming down.
Yeah, downhill tracks, they take a beating over the course of a weekend, and being able to adjust your racing lines and
probably today maybe some more compression when you have to stiff maybe your suspension a little bit. Track is faster.
Yep.
Definitely did some tweak there and there, suspension, rebounds.
Will you be wanting to make suspension changes that's close to a race?
Sometimes just one click, just for your head, like say like, okay, I want to have it firm. I want to go fast.
Yeah.
I mean, a racing car, it's not comfortable, is it?
Nope.
When you
no,
do rally.
definitely not. Mark Wallace then, on course. The Spartan. Such is his training regime. He's known locally.
I always like to see him because he was like so many years up there. 1.2, 2 seconds on the 4 split.
On the Norco factory racing this season.
Yes.
For Wallace.
Canadian as well have like
so many
forehand of good riders.
We saw that in the juniors yesterday. So many fast young Canadians making the trip over to Switzerland for this round.
They all want to be like Finn.
Yeah, Finn and Mark. And of course the late great Stevie Smith.
Yes.
Long live Chainsaw.
Third for the moment.
Third for the moment for Wallace. David Palazzari now. The Italian in a typically fast-looking helmet.
Yeah.
Like the design on that one. Palazzari pedaling everywhere.
Yes. Not resting.
No.
A little bit of tacking here to get the speed. Whoa, that looks smooth. And this
That
bike
looks
is not
fast.
making noise.
No,
No noise
Palazzari
on the
trucking.
bike. It's 3 off on the split 3. And 5 on 4 is losing time. It was looking good on this wood section though.
Yeah, downhill, it's such a funny sport.
Yes.
Again, we saw it in juniors yesterday, and sometimes what looks fast to the eye doesn't actually add up to being fast on the clock.
I remember in the old days, like one guy from Spain, Ivan Ulego, when you see him riding, you're like, oh, he's the fastest in the world, but in the timing, sometimes it was not just this move.
I think
it was moving so much on the bike, that's why.
I think one of the big proponents of that was Josh Bryceland, the rat boy back in the day.
Yeah.
He'd come in the shot and you would think, oh, he must have a puncture or something.
Wow,
Trying.
beautiful double here. Just saving those big holes right in the start. Yeah, Rat Boy was
He'd come in the shot and you'd think, oh, maybe he's lost a chain or he's got a puncture or something. Then he'd be 4.5 seconds faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Chilling.
Like Gwyn, basically, 1 year without racing with a chain.
Thomas Estak then.
Oh, he's looking so good on the bike.
Super
He's 3
silent.
off though, losing time here. Like a lot of people are losing time for split 3 and 4. Like big gaps.
Split
like,
3 and 4 seems to be pivotal so far. Estak.
Or is it because it is still slippery there, or it's just like the line change, or it's just destroyed, or what it is?
He lost a lot of time last season with injury, but made it back for the enduro race and Ludenviel.
In a couple of years, we could see him, you know, like in Leogang, Leogang having the best split in the hardest technical section. He can do incredible things.
Here's his teammate then.
Matteo Inegas.
Glad you pronounced that one.
Matteo Inegas there on draw. You see that rock? That rock flying off the track. He's cleaning the track. Oh, hard gearing here, but managed to push those cranks. 2.6. We'll see on. Oh, he lost time still, but no as much on the other guy, but still 3 off.
Another Commensal, the brand founded by Max Commensal. It's really come to dominate modern downhill racing. So many teams using that frame, the Supreme now.
He's at the bottom for sure, next to the podium, Max Commensal.
Max never misses a race. The Enzo Ferrari of mountain biking.
9 positions so far for Matteo.
Austin Dooley then. Our first American rider off the day, Commensal Schwalbe. Saw Ryan Pinkerton go well in the juniors yesterday. Can his compatriot back things up?
That's funny how a lot of people are tagging him. Tagging between those big jumps, you know, there's no point to pedal, just try to breathe and recompose. before that last section of the track, you know.
We are at altitude here in Lenzerheide. There's not a lot of air knocking about.
He did something great on split 2 and 3, that's for sure.
Yep.
But 4 again.
Yeah.
Something is happening between 3 and 4 that we don't know.
Tell you what,
people are losing time.
message Carlson, get him up there.
Yeah,
Get him to
I might
find out what's going on.
send some messages. Boys, what's happening?
Josh Carlson out on course for us
Hey, second spot.
here at the UCI Mountain Bike World Series. Loris Rivelli then for Canyon Collective Pirelli.
Oh, we saw him many times last year. He's fast.
Good rider, Rivelli, isn't it?
Very good.
Spent some time on the e-bikes as well, racing the E-enduro as well.
Yeah, I guess you have to be able to do everything today, and everything will be good for your training.
Certainly if you're used to throwing an e-bike around, the weight of a downhill bike doesn't feel like much afterwards.
Nice line here. It was
Yeah, that
really
one.
early. Land on that hole, but I think it's really nice to try to carry speed over that berm.
Oh, right out.
Yeah, jumping straight into the corner.
Took half a meter off the width of that corner.
You see, that corner was like double corner. Like he hit the corner once, straight back the bike again, and hit the corner again. Usually you try to make that corner in one piece, and it's really hard when the corners start to be broken.
Yeah.
Like breaking bikes. 15 for 5 seconds off, eh?
Rivelli looks back up the track. No, bit of a shrug. Obviously felt faster to him, but they all do, don't they? Phil Atwill now. One of the most unpredictable packages in downhill mountain bike racing.
Nothing worse than having a great feeling on the bike and you pass the finish line and you look back your time and you're off and that don't make you too happy.
That's never happened to you though, has it?
Most of the time it happened. That's a problem. Hey, at least I can laugh about it now.
It's taking you all this time to laugh about it, but that's fine.
45 years.
Phil Atwill, one of the most skilled bike handlers in the UCI World
That was a
Cup.
lot better on that corner. That was the corner I was stuck in. Trying to make that corner in one piece and not hit the brake, but that's easy to say from inside the boost.
Atwill's in touch here.
Ah,
One of the big characters.
nice one, Phil.
In the second for Phil.
He feel like he's been on the circuit for a long time because you always see that kid like brilliant on the bike and super cool style.
Now this is an interesting race bike. The new prototype Pivot. The first time we're seeing it.
How many chains they have on?
Oh, not as many as you used to have on your Cannondale.
True.
Yeah, the Pivot, high Pivot bike. It's a prototype bike. Bernard Kerr was giving me the guided tour of it the other day. They had to, oh, lovely inside line there.
The inside line is interesting. And here, you avoid that big hole on the right.
They actually had to get a member of the team out to the factory to collect the frames because they've no way of getting them there quick enough. 90 hours of CNC machining goes into each one of these Pivot frames. Chris Kakalis, the owner of Pivot Bikes, is here this weekend to see how that new prototype machine does.
That's so cool to see guys like this, you know, taking time and see the boys racing the bike.
Yeah, it's a massive departure from the old bike, which has been around for a while, but absolutely no plans for it to go production yet. It is a tried and true 4 race only machine. Jewett then down safely to the line.
Oh, really colorful. And I know that kid, Gian Garcin. Unbelievable rider. But just wait for it because he can deliver. Maybe not today, but it's coming. You have to be patient. Like everything. Oh, yeah, here we go. Our target is on the ground.
The first of the season, then the curse of the commentator strikes.
Oh, the derailleur hanging down. Oh.
Yeah, no. Now you see the rear mech hanging off the back of the bike. The last thing you want is for that to go into the wheels.
I followed that kid from the beginning. He was going to the races with mom with only one tire just to change for the race.
No way.
And didn't care. Awesome. Great attitude, great kid, and he wants it really bad.
Downhill mountain bike racing, so dependent on its grassroots.
Yeah. And those rocks sticking out, grabbing a derailleur, you know, sometimes just what happened. Frustrating for sure. But look, split 1 and 2, he was up there.
He was right in touch. Yeah, no, decisive.
Oh, yeah. You don't want a derailleur in the back wheel, in the spokes before that jump, really.
That's maybe a wise move.
Yeah, it'll be front flip. That's mechanical sport, it happened.
It does happen.
Back on course here with another Frenchie.
Yep, this man is one of the big talents of French mountain biking. Doesn't matter if it's an enduro bike or a downhill bike. Antoine Vidal sends it home.
He can do it all, and it's physically impressive. Look how hard he's cranking.
Multiple under 21 enduro champ. Again, on the tutelage of Cecile and Cedric Ravenel.
Yeah, and sending it straight into the corner after the big table.
For Commissar Lesor. Crosses the line. Vidal 1.6 off. Might be enough to be safe.
Yeah, I hope so. We need more Frenchies in the final.
So we got 60 riders in this semi-final, and we will be breaking them down to just 30 for the elite finals.
Big cut.
It's a big cut.
It's a big cut, but that's what it takes. It's a World Cup.
And there are points on the table as well.
Yeah. No time for cruising. It's no cruising day today.
I think it'll be exciting to see if our voices make the cut, never mind any of these guys.
Antoine, 1.7 on split 4, still managing, but...
So, one of the flying Pierron brothers.
The family is pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, fast family.
Yeah, if you want to race to the table for dinner, you better be quick.
Maybe that's how they did it. Yep. Amory, of course, the UCI World Cup overall points holder, coming up later on.
6th place, 2.4, plus some time after splits 4.
Cade Edwards there. Great to see this man back at the races. Concussed himself here last season. One of just the most talented, stylish bike handlers you will ever witness.
Talent.
And just a really nice down-to-earth lad as well. He was telling me the other day, Cedric, about the Darkfest free ride comps he goes out to ride with the big jumps.
Yeah, they're not big, they're huge.
Well, he said that they're actually that big that the time of day actually affects how far you go because of the density of the air. So he's actually adding science to being 50 foot up in the air, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely not the run he wanted for sure. Though split is 8 seconds and not 10 on split 4.
Drifted away from him somewhere, Edwards, from Huddersfield in the UK.
Yeah, and something is happening on the split 3 and 4. Like
56 kilometers an hour. We might see something off the drop here from Cade. Yeah, just squashes it down. Super stylish as ever. Great to see him back at it for Trek Factory Racing. Former junior world champ, of course, Edwards.
Here we go.
Here we go, the Bulldog.
The man and only, the Bulldog.
Everyone knows him as the Bulldog, Brooke McDonald.
Oh, just a piece of rock. That guy is so tough and so determined when it comes to racing.
Yeah, the rocks move out of his way, that's for sure, the Kiwi rider.
1.4 in split 4.
Another man on a prototype race bike here. This new Mondraker being developed by Jake Ireland from Sprung Suspension.
That's why they have a little FOMO. I don't know what it is, like a wrap or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a little wrap. The mechanics love it because they got to seal the whole pit up anytime they take it off. So.
Yeah, to clean the bike.
Yeah. McDonald then down to the line. What's he got? A 248, just 1.5 back. Puts McDonald into 5th.
1.5 off.
That might work out for Brooke.
Yep.
Simon Chapelet then for Cube Factory Racing.
Oh, he destroyed the corner. We saw dirt flying with a piece of grass, like a little bit like doing in golf when you hit the floor.
Yeah, I've done that a few times as well.
The green is flying.
Teammate of Danny Hart, of course, on that Cube Factory setup.
And Max at the, like you see, everyone is hitting that right corner, right into the wood section when it's really dark. Everyone go right today.
How do you think the track's holding up from what we've seen so far, Cedric?
Yes, yeah. Well, the bottom part for sure, it's bike park style, but he's 1.3 off what you're looking at.
I'm just looking out the window, just about to give you a bit of a weather report, and those black clouds do look like they have...
and the wind, look at the wind on the left.
Picked up, and I think it's just moved them away from the track, so hopefully... I mean, everyone loves a mud race, but we also, the bigger thing is we like fair racing and downhill. Everyone should have the same track.
And now's a Mondraker rider.
Hoto Ariki Penne then from New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand have new roosters coming. You see on the girls, on the junior girls.
Yep.
Oh, I like the way he's working on those rolling section, trying to get the speed. People are changing line now. They're not opening so much anymore. Staying inside of that corner. Oh, he's attacking.
He's attacking. 1.7 back though.
2.5 now on split 4. Again, 3 and 4. That's where the race is basically happening today on the semi-final. Oh, sending it straight to the corner.
Nearly 55 kilometers an hour on the way down.
That's fast.
Yeah.
I love the way everyone is manualing and jumping out at the finish line.
Well, there's people there. You've
Yeah,
got
it's
to.
cool. Hey,
Solid ride still.
make people happy, make the crowd stoked.
There you go, Benjamin Var then. Junior Centre Factory Racing. The Junior squad. One of the longer serving teams in the pit.
Interesting line here, like his back wheel was dancing, but managed to go through really good. He was in the green on section 2, means like technical parts.
Yeah, brother Oliver has signed the FMD in the off-season.
2.2 on the 4, losing time, 2.3. Interesting to go and work maybe on those sections, on the split 3 and 4. That's where it is time to gain. 54, fast, faster and faster.
The sweep with speed. 2.3 seconds back though.
Yeah, 9th place so far.
There's your top 10 at the minute. Stevens McNabb still leads them. There's that new look hot seat. Let's have a look at some of the best action from today's semi-final.
Super upper line here, and
Oh,
it's so
just
hard.
to see him just tag that.
Yeah, you know he can pedal and touch that little fence, no problem. Oh,
Lachlan Stevens McNabb.
just look at the jersey, you see the speed and manual pedaling, no problem.
Getting the bike back on the deck as quickly as possible to keep accelerating.
Bang, bang. No time to spend in the air. Oh, really round here. That's probably the key. I saw Bruni doing that as well.
On the 68 Santa Cruz V10.
Oh, he take the chance there. Oh, whoa, whoa.
One of the most successful race chassis in the business.
Yeah.
And it certainly worked well today for the New Zealander. Okay, we are going to be able to check out the current results as they stand then.
Oh, that picture with roots. It's unbelievable.
Lachlan Stevens McNabb leads the way from Phil Atwell, Austin Dooley, Simon Chapelet and Taylor Vernon are your top 5. Then it's McDonald, Vidal, Jack Reddings in 14th, Estac 16th.
Like a bag of Frenchies. Leo, Thomas and Matteo.
Seth Sherlock in 19th. Blenkinsop down in 27. Tristan Botterham up in 21st.
5 seconds in year 23.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've got 60 riders this afternoon. We're going to cut that down to 30. So the top 30 will go through to the final.
That's a big cut, eh?
Yeah, so you do want to be at the front of this one, Cedric.
Exactly, you want to. And that guy, Mac Asterston, is like my teammate for helmets and running new helmets from the Abus.
So are you saying that you have given this man on screen now advice? Is that what you're saying?
No, he gives me advice, that's the thing. And so interesting kid, and you know, being with Danny Hart, he learned so much, and super down to earth kid, and he won it, and he's working for it, and I hope it pay off for him, for Max. Looking good.
Max, another one of those riders.
That was really low. You see his
Straight
back
off
wheel.
the BMX track, that.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Another
You
one
see how
of those-
dark it is there?
Yeah, it's darker than the inside of a cow.
That was good on the split 1. Pretty much in touch on split 1. We know what's happening.
How difficult is that contrast in light, Cedric, for the racers?
It's horrible. I used to close my eyes before entering the woods.
Really?
Yeah, like for a second. But when I entered the woods, I didn't know where I was. He's on the green.
It was the wrong woods.
Yeah, well, that was my trick.
Yeah, Hart and Stern.
Oh,
2
nice
good.
there.
That was good.
Really aiming the first tree, and wow. Oh, inside line here for Max.
Across the road gap.
There's still a bit of time. I hope he managed split 4 good. Pretty much in touch for Max. Oh, cutting short everywhere, Max.
That Q package still very much in development. It's got that big sort of anti-jack
inside
brake
line.
out the back of it.
Yeah, the inside line is tricky, but it is worth it maybe
That
today.
looks like it worked. He didn't seem like he had to square that one off as much.
Yeah, Here, like he got. Oh, whoa, whoa. Easy, Max. 1 second and 4. 1.4 lost on the split 4.
Yeah, that bogey split that between 3 and 4, where time seems to be tripping away from people.
Maybe trees are crossing the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So nice. Out of the corner. 2 hard crank manual.
Hartenstern crosses the line then, 1.6 back.
And you
put
8.
himself inside the top 10, so safely does it. This man, one of the most stylish bike riders on the planet, Hugo Freakstallone.
Oh, so stylish.
Commensal, IC Studio.
Really good friend of S-Tag. They always hang out together and have fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, I lost sometimes just right there. The inside was
He's got
good.
full inside there.
Yep.
Just a joy to watch this man, Cedric.
Yeah, I think I changed my mind on that line, on opening up, because you land into a big hole. I don't think you have to go inside.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. I don't ride, but visually it is. I have my timing with me right now.
The man known affectionately as Fricks.
Fricks, we all know him. He was good on the 2 and 3 split time, but 1.8 off on the 4 at 54.9 kilometers.
Off the drop then. Hugo Freakstallone down the line.
1.6, carry that all the way to the finish on the 9th place.
In the 9th place.
Fricks. Dante Silva from the United States of America. On Canyon Team Collective. Oh, aggressive. Like I say, today is no time for resting. It's business time.
It is all business here in Bike Kingdom, Lenzerheide. Dante Silva,
problem. Is it a flat tire? I don't see. Flat tire.
Flat rear tire, yeah, maybe too much business.
Too much business is no more business. Yeah, and it's funny, it looked like you have no insert in there. Like just...
Yeah, so a lot of the teams, a lot of the riders will run... It's kind of like a pool noodle, isn't it?
It's like a mousse or something. Yeah, you do the motor, but here, like it's like a piece of...
a foam liner that is inside the tire that just can ward off punctures, but...
Mechanics don't like that.
Mechanics don't like it. They are awkward to fit. They take a while to get in there, and that's what happens when you don't have one. Dan Slack then from the UK, teammates of Jack Redding, who we saw earlier on.
Aggressive. Look how close is his helmet.
Yeah, to the
handlebar, to the stand.
Good job. There's a chin guard on it.
Yeah, he probably have some nuts in there.
Yeah, Jack's an optician, not a dentist.
Yeah.
Some notes on there.
Hey, pretty much control. Look like he's fighting a lot though.
Yeah, he looks like he's grappling with it a wee bit. Dan Slack, he's in touch though. He's within a second. But
again,
again.
It's punishment from 3 to 4 split.
A second goes by.
Yeah. And 2 seconds on that track. It's a lot of time.
Dan Slack
here, elbow out, big time.
Yeah, from the UK. Goes deep off that last drop.
Whoa. Went right to the finish line.
Into 11th though.
Yeah.
That will work.
Definitely fight really hard.
Here we go then, Ronan Dunn. One of the breakthrough acts of 2022, and a man.
Amazing season.
Who is just downhill racing in one man. He's Ireland in one man.
Oh, landing on manual on every jump like a plane.
All action, all or nothing, all at the wall, Ronan Dunn.
Oh, pedaling really early in the corner. He was already cranking. And he's on the green, it's Spain so far. We all know that split 4 is going to be the split, we tell you the truth.
So this man has been a UCI World Cup podium rider before, so let's see what he does in 4 then.
Come on, split 4. He's in the green still, but can he carry that? 2:42, 43.
Where will Ronan Dunn end up at the end of this one in the semi-finals? Crosses the line to check back the time as we wait to find it out as well. Well, we will update you as soon as we know where Ronan Dunn ended up. Roger Vieira then, Brazilian who spends his time in the UK.
From Brazil.
Spends his time in the UK winning bike races mainly.
Ah, from the sun?
Really? Yeah, from the sun to very much not the sun at times.
Oh, rolling that double, not jumping, rolling.
Clearly thinks there's more time in there.
I don't know.
He's back.
27, something happened. Oh, hey.
Is it rear puncher?
Yeah, rear puncher.
flat.
Rear puncher, but he have definitely a little assistance and he keep, you know, he can still keep riding, but losing the grip in high speed.
Cedric, we do see this though, the amount of downhill bikes you see finish a race run with a puncture because of those systems that they have in the rear wheels.
Yeah. All this morning I saw a lot of problem, I tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised we see it right now.
And why is that? Is it because everyone's pushing the speed higher? Is the
Pushing the
track
speed.
rougher?
Yeah, rough. I mean, all the dirt was between those rocks. It's gone. It's gone. Then all of a sudden you will go straight into a rock.
Yeah, okay.
Then maybe it would be smart maybe to put maybe a little bit more pressure.
Right, okay.
Just a little bit.
Any teams listen to this now, get the track pump out, bit more pressure. Cedric reckons you'll be bob on.
Yeah, you just don't tell the rider.
Here's another peer on Baptiste this time, riding for Dorfal AM Comensal.
Pretty much in touch so far. On the split 3. Looking good. You know, all Amoris are looking good on the bike.
Yeah, just loses 1.4
Yeah, that same spot.
in that middle section.
Yeah, it happened just before they go into that bike park zone. Just before that, that's where it's critical. 55 kilometers almost.
I am just hearing Ronan Dunn lost his timing chip in the rock garden. That's why we didn't get a time for him.
That's what happened. Okay. And how do they do that? Rerun? How do you do that?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to find it out.
I was thinking up loud.
Oliver's War then.
Oh, soon then we have to carry 2 or 3 chips then. One on the helmet, one on the bike. Olivier Soir. Oh, he's in the green. And put him almost a second on the split 3. Oh, it's smelling good. He lost some time, but pretty much in contact. That's good. That's pretty good.
Ronan Dunn, I said he's all action. He's all action to the point that he blew the timing chip off his own bike. So we're just waiting to see what happens with that one. As Oliver Zwar for FMD, newly signed Swedish national champion. Heads to the line.
4th place, lost some times.
Ronan Dunn's up there in 2nd place actually at the minute. Zwar goes into 4th. You see that rear tire looks soft to me, Cedric?
Yeah.
That's kind of just what I was talking about.
There we go, he's showing with his hand, he's showing, have a flat.
Telling the team straight away so they can...
He kind of did it in a smart way, but we saw that.
We saw that, of course we did.
But I think it's today as part of the deal. It's not because tires are not working, it's just because they go so fast into those rocks. I mean...
Yeah, and as I say, those the tire inserts, the tubeless tire sealant that everyone uses now,
and
they can keep enough pressure in a tire to get you to the bottom of the run.
But if you put even milk in there, you add this into the thing, into that system, I think it's smart as well.
Well, here we go. All eyes on the greatest of all time, Greg Minnaar gets his 2023 campaign off to a start here in the semi-finals. What can the GOAT do?
Greg Minnaar always looks so good on the bike, and for so many years proved that he's fast, and he's showing right now. Lost some double split 3. Oh! He went off.
He went off the track.
He went off the track. Oh, flat tire for Greg Minnaar.
No, he is protected.
Chain. No, just flat. Oh!
It looked like something was hanging there, though. You're right.
It was a little branch or maybe grass. He went in the grass. Nice grass.
I tell you what, Cedric Lowe, you know you're fast whenever you get your name written on your trousers.
That big.
That big, they're cool.
Yeah, everything looked good on Greg Minnaar.
I'd run them. I don't think you get McLaughlin on there, but Minnaar seems to fit.
Bummer. But he is protected.
He is protected, yeah. So
he was looking good.
And to be honest,
like split 2.
I did say at the start, there's a tire off now completely.
I don't think we can work on that rim anymore.
No, this is what we talked about earlier on in the broadcast. Santa Cruz Syndicate have been working with Bike 1, Bike 2 as a system, so they will have an exactly the same bike set up in the pit. He'll return to the pit, drop the suspension out of it, the race bike into the second bike, and they should be good to go. Here is a man though.
That's business.
Many predict is going to light up this season. Tio de Perella.
And he's sending it. He's not keeping anything for himself. Push a good line here on the inside. And looking smooth and doubling out.
2.5 off.
Oh, new line here. He doubled the exit.
The timesheet's lighting up green.
Oh, it's 2.5 on 3. Is he going to smash the split 4? And he's doing it.
Yeah, there
Doing
we go.
it. Daprela.
We knew it was a matter of time before people started making sense of that awkward middle split, and it's Daprela who's done it.
He ran that corner so good, like I say, one corner instead of making 2 corners in one. Daprela.
Riding for Commensal, knock off by Riding Addiction, Daprela.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh, landing so deep here.
3 seconds into the good for Thibaut Daprela on his first semi-final run.
He even have time to think about shutting down his camera.
Yep, some points in the bag there maybe, as Greg Menard scoots his way back to the pit.
It looked like you have a 26 on the back there.
Something's wrong.
Troy Brosnan then for the Canyon Collective Factory Team, one of the most consistent talents the sport has ever known.
And you see what he have around his handlebar. It looked like he have a system to control the vibration or something.
I missed that actually.
Yeah, you will see. You will see. I have a good eye. 1.6 off, 1.7 on split 4. He's always there. You cannot cut him
Always
down.
there. It doesn't matter where the racetrack is, what the weather is doing, what the bike
country?
is.
Yeah, what country?
Troy Brosnan is always in amongst the fight. The Australian now heading down towards the line.
55 kilometers an hour. That's really fast.
One of those.
Oh, pre-jumped the last jump.
Yeah.
He jumped before, like they do in skiing.
One of those great racing minds, Cedric, that you just think this new semi-final system might just play to his strength.
Look at that system, like the front tube, the top.
Yeah.
You see? There, going straight to the handlebar. It looked like a control, like a spring to control maybe vibration of the handlebar going left and
Oh, well, speaking of springs, Danny Hart
going for triple.
going for the triple.
Oh, I love it.
Danny, it's the semi. It's the semi, Danny.
Oh,
Get her back in.
No. Semi-final, I'm sending it. That's what he's telling you right now. I am Danny Hart. 2 seconds off on 3. 3 seconds off on split 4. Danny Hart losing time more and more from the top part of the track. Oh, destroy that corner.
I tried to be cool in front of Danny the other day. I tried to give him a fist pump, and he told me we shake hands where I'm from. So we both had a good laugh about it. Hart over the line now, 3 seconds behind Daprela.
I was expecting a little bit better than that for Danny. Because you always expect so much from him because he's so good.
Cedric, Thibaut Daprela, an absolute cannonball of a downhill racer.
Levesque pedaling everywhere.
Levesque, a rider I really like the look of actually, but Daprela, an absolute cannonball off a racer.
Yeah.
Do you think that this many downhill runs in a season, it's a lot of chances to get on the island?
But maybe today he's mature, and maybe he's been training on that, of being able to do those runs like Amaury Perron was doing a couple years ago, being able to ride on the red line, playing with the red line, not being scared about the red line. And maybe Daprela is in that mood right now.
Maybe he's in the mood. Maybe Thibaut Daprela fancies cashing out with maximum points this weekend.
And Dylan Levesque. Yeah, it's 1.6 off for Levesque. What a great run. You can see.
Nods the head.
Wow,
that was good.
wow.
Matt Walker then, the 2020 overall points winner.
Yeah, such a great rider. That year for him was unbelievable.
Yeah. Although, did win that title without winning a World Cup round, but then rectified that in Leogang.
Definitely.
2022. Walker.
Oh, sending into this wood section, hitting that berm so hard. Oh, flat tire? Yes. I think so. I hear the noise. Flat tire.
Yeah.
Another flat tire in the same area, almost at everyone else.
Maybe
There is one rock who's not friendly here.
There is just one rock that is not playing ball today with some of these big names. Walker, though, another protected rider. So
yeah, but hey, it's a lot of flat.
It's another flat.
It's a lot of mechanical problem today.
70, good for 4th place.
Ethan Craig then sets off from the UK. GT Continental Factory Racing.
Another UK rider, fast.
Yeah, rides a lot with Win Masters in the UK. Teammate, of course.
Oh, that was good. Keeping the speed in that really hard right and left corner. so many movement here. The terrain is not flat there.
Yeah,
You have to use most of it.
Where is this rock, you think, then? Just back from there?
Yeah, just just after that.
Yeah.
Just after that. I guess it is one section really, really tricky and full of rocks. 1.6, he's the only one from split 3 and 4 who actually shaved some time.
Yeah, he was...
How did he do? Maybe we need to ask him.
one of those racers as well. He set a lot of fastest sector times as well in races like throughout last season as well, so could definitely get a wriggle on when he needs to. Ethan correct down the line then with 2.2 seconds back on Deprella. I take that as a good morning.
Yeah, but the most interesting, I think, he shaved some time when everyone is losing some.
We see Matt Walker got to the bottom, then here he is, Remy Therion, Giant Factory Off-Road team.
Look at that kit! Remember the old days?
Yeah.
Wow, I love Remy Therion style. It's just
so
insane. It's beautiful, it's fast, and such a nice person.
A rider that you often think as well hasn't won as many
that tire
things as
again.
he should have.
Yeah, I saw
that's
that.
rear as well.
When the bikes start to make that much noise. Yeah. It is something happening in his wood section who is not friendly for tires.
And this is where the semi-final format is intriguing, because what do you do?
I'm not happy.
Yeah, Cedric's he's visibly angered beside me here at the minute.
Just, it's just so hard. You train all year and you have a flat. That's.
So we are just here and now as well. Menard did leave the course, which would be a DSQ.
Yeah, okay.
But his protected status will take him into the final.
Oh, nice braking here. He basically keep the bike in control, and that was really nice when everyone is back wheel swinging left and right.
Dakota Norton.
Yeah. Basically, the guy who put in threat his own teammate and put him back into the game, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely great rider. 2 seconds today on split 3 and see what his fourth will lose. Oh, yeah, this time too.
Dakota Norton then.
But you still have his tire on.
Mercifully.
Yeah. Dakota, such a threat sometime when he's on the A game.
He's just one of those riders that sometimes he wakes up in the morning. Today's the day.
Yeah, today's the day.
Down over the line then Norton 4 seconds back, still with air in his tires though, crucially.
Yeah, 8th place.
On another one of those prototype intense factory racing bikes. Lucas Shaw then, Canyon Collective factory team.
One of my favorite riders from America.
He's just a great rider to watch, and a lovely dude as well.
Technically, everything. He's 1.5 and split 3 out, but looking good. Not the inside line.
One of the most relaxed people you'll ever meet.
Yep. So chill. Taking different line, not taking the inside, like I said earlier, like that Prela did.
Yep.
Oh, rolling the corner really smooth. Oh, nice one-piece corner instead of 2 corner in 1.
Minimal inputs.
2.3.
Shaw's time, 2.3 seconds off the pace.
Lucas Shaw down the line then, 2.8 back.
Hey,
Evo Deprella.
He have more in this packet for sure. But interesting line.
The big names are coming thick and fast now. Laurie Greenland for the Santa Cruz Syndicate on track, all action.
The surfer look into a mountain biker body.
Lightning McQueen.
Oh, love the style. Smaller body, like Noah Stoll, Lucas Shaw for sure.
Stands in the middle of the bike and just attacks it, doesn't he?
Just attack the bike really hard, and he's in green. He's looking good.
One UCI World Cup win to his name back in Val di Sole 2019.
He's sending it. 1.2 and split 4 for Laurie Greenland.
Laurie Greenland.
Greenland is
from Bristol in the UK.
He's on the charge. He have what it takes to beat today.
Crosses the line. Greenland goes fastest now.
Nice.
Laurie Greenland goes into the hot seat and replaces Thibaut Deprella.
And he don't look so happy then. It's business time.
And we're getting towards the sharp end of this semi-final session. And I'd say the smile underneath that Fox helmet will be pretty sizable from Laurie Greenland.
Yep. You know he made some mistake, I guess. Look at the replay.
Look at that
slow-mo. Oh, he's pedaling in the air.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah, we don't want to lose time. We have business to take care of today. Look at that style. Aggressive. He's pointing when he wants to land. Carry speed. Boom, boom. You see?
Bike working beautifully.
Not going deep into the travel.
Inside there.
Really supple.
And then watch this. Huh. And just gets the bike back on the ground within millimeters of where he needed to.
That's what I'm talking about today. It's all about precision.
It is great to be back at a downhill World Cup again. Laurie Greenland shakes the head.
Feel like he found a great team for himself.
Yeah, he fits in there. He's found a family, hasn't he?
Yep.
There we go then. Laurie Greenland 1.3 seconds faster. This is how it stands at the minute. De Perella just in second place. Levesque third. Atwill back in 11th. Now we get to the bottom of this. Remember, we're looking for our top 30 fastest through. So let's find out who is on the bubble. Jack Redding's currently in. We've still got some protected ringers to go though, so they may well knock these guys down.
Yep, there's slice two in, like Binar so far, and
yeah, Menard is the man really feeling the benefit of that protected status after that.
Just crossing in front of our booth.
Dakota Norton's just pedaled up the hill in front of our booth.
Spinning. You know, when you stay so long, you know, doing squats on the bike, you want to go spin to get the acid lactate out.
I think I just want to go back and sit in the van and cry for a bit, but Dakota Norton's gone for a pedal anyway.
Just put my hands into a bucket of ice. Like boxers do. Yeah, those guys are tough, they're professional, they train so hard, and I saw them this winter, I couldn't believe my eyes. I feel tired just to look at them. I didn't know we could put so many weights into one bar doing squats.
How far has the physical side of it come, Cedric, since your day?
Today it's 80%, and the rest is riding, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm off, but I see those guys like it is the time for everything, I guess. So like winter, a lot of hard training and a lot of kilometers on the road bike, you know, to get the engine running, and after they go to specifics, I guess.
Well, you're not seeing double. Jackson Goldstone is on track now. Easily mistaken for Laurie Greenland in that Red Bull lid and the Santa Cruz Syndicate colours, but the young Canadian talent up for his first year in Elite this season.
He wasn't supposed to race.
He wasn't supposed to race. He's
how do you call him?
Appendicitis, yeah. But
he's here today, and he's looking good.
To paraphrase Jeff Goldblum, life finds a way.
Pretty much in contact in split one. First year in Elite, like you say. How much pressure in that, especially when the team with Greg Minard and Laurie Greenland. Oh, land really close to that rock.
Sorry,
inside there.
Oh, Goldstone.
Full speed, tacking.
So my mistake, we're looking for top 30 plus protected riders, so those guys on the bubble.
45, 47K, 48 entering that rat. Can you imagine how quick that rat came in? Oh, that's
Jackson
fast.
Goldstone on the move here.
Pretty much relaxed there. Stand up.
As a first-year Elite, he is not a protected rider, so he does, as fast as this looks, need to get a good banker in here.
You look exactly what I was looking. You look at his back wheel, because he drifted, he was thinking they had the flat, but it's not.
All eyes on Jackson Goldstone.
Oh, double tap here was good. Inside line here. Oh, you see the way he finished the corner, and he just like released everything like a little bunny up to get the suspension back into action.
Throws the back end out.
1.6 on split 3. I can't believe, he looked like he's dancing on the bike. Inside line. Double. Oh, that was nice. 1.6 off. Oh, really hard crank outside that corner. 1.6 on split 3. Zigigin to manage. 1-3. Oh, he saved some time a little bit, not as much. But he's one of the few today shaving time on split 4. That's a good run for sure, especially where he's coming from with
pressing the speedo up towards 60 kilometers an hour down the line. Will this be a new fastest time? Jackson Goldstone crosses the line, just 0.9 seconds behind Greenland, the teammate.
The most important, he shaved time at the bottom. One of the only few. One of the few. It is time to gain at the bottom. if you have energy left.
Bernard Kerr then from Pivot Factory Racing on course now on another one of those new prototype pivots.
He can do everything basically, this guy, right? Manager, racer, everything. Tagging here. You see, he did 2 crank in the air, maybe to place 1 gear in.
We are joining the live drone for the first time today then. Live shots of Bernard Kerr on course now.
Oh, nice exit speed here, 2 crank.
Bernard was
Really hard
telling me
braking, yeah, really hard braking here.
Yeah,
Get that inside.
responsible for 16 people on the team these days, so quite a
racing.
busy man. He said that the racing's the bit he actually enjoys these days.
Pretty dark in those woods, you can see, but the crowd is there already. Ooh, upper line here. When everyone was taking inside so far, 2 seconds off on split 3. Nice. Oh, nice control on the braking here. You see the bike is squatting a lot when he's hitting that rear brake. That's what you want. Oh, really active here on those terrain, which is not really friendly. It's moving a lot here. Like a lot of deep compression. You need to absorb with your suspension, legs and arms. Everything is counting today. 2.7 on split 4 for Bernard Kerr.
Fifth place, let's see. Can he hold
Tagging there.
as he comes to the finish line? As GT0 within our top
Need to finish that. Be careful on that corner. We saw some trouble happening.
Bernard Kerr then down the line, 3.2 seconds back on that new prototype pivot.
3.2 off. He's 6 for the moment. Hey, not too bad for a busy man, eh?
Yeah, no, he's clearly still enjoying it. Charlie Hatton then, the man who did so well in qualifying yesterday.
For the Continental Atherton team.
Yeah, Continental Atherton really pushing hard.
How you say Atherton or Atherton?
I think whatever way you sounds good.
Atherton? Busy family as well, huh?
Yeah, busy family as well. Charlie Hatton.
He cut short on that corner. He didn't wait for the end of that corner.
He's been with them for some time now, has Hatton.
See the bike squatting really well on this really hard braking.
3D additive technology designed to produce that bike.
1.9 off on split 2. That's where the race is happening. 3 and 4 so far. Looking smooth here, but is it fast enough? Really good. He did a mix of 2 lines. He didn't take outside and he cut in inside. 2.9, 3 seconds almost on split 3. Oh, you see now it's getting deep and the holes are getting deeper. Nice one.
Charlie Hatton then attacking.
Nicely done there. Inside line. Oh, a lot of braking there. Forehand of braking here.
Told me after his last practice run this morning the track was running perfectly, and it certainly looks like it.
3.8.
3.8 back though.
Yep, lost a lot of time in that section. We saw like he was braking really late and hard.
Hatton is protected though.
Yep.
So he's looking to get a marker in here, a bit of a sighter, and as many points as he can grab.
Looking really comfortable though on the bike. Oh, Len really deep there.
So deep off that, yeah.
I think Bruni had the record last
big old stoppie to finish as well.
Len so far. Yeah, you don't want to hit those brakes on the last corner. I mean, you've been pedaling all the way down and trying to get speed. You don't want to brake on the last jump, really.
Finn Isles then.
Prototype too, eh?
For Specialized Gravity, another bike wearing one of those telltale neoprene black coverings over stuff that they want to keep secret.
Oh, no way! He took his hand off the handlebar to fix his helmet. Something was happening.
Just adjusted something there, didn't
What,
he?
did he have a bee or like something, an animal? I don't know. But that's
look
weird.
how fast Isles is through there.
He have time to take his hand off the handlebar.
And there's stuff going on those handlebars as well. Different compression settings.
Well, soon we will see people like tricking the compression.
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty much in touch on split 2 too.
Finn Isles right in amongst it at the start of this one.
Oh, really hard worker as well. They work so hard with the team, with Kevin Jolly's mechanic. I was yesterday looking at what he was doing. Pretty much in touch. Oh, beautiful whip. Oh, he opened the line a little bit more than everyone else. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Finn Isles, really, you feel like he's really opening this up. This looks like a race run.
Oh, race run, and look at much work the bike is doing under his legs.
Sometimes it is safer though, Cedric, to go maximum attack everywhere.
He wants some points, and it's time to get them.
Finn Isles scores 1 in Mont Saint Anne.
Split 4.
Last season.
He carried the same all the way to split 4, then pretty much in touch.
If he can just link this bottom section together, Finn Isles could be riding his way into the hot seat, and a handful of points here. Isles rounds that left-hander through this tricky flat right off the drop.
Last jump.
Isles then crosses the line, second place, 0.7 behind Greenland. So Laurie Greenland's time holding up well.
It is a good run. It is a good run.
So we are.
Oh, whoa. Danger, danger. Be careful.
And here's his teammate, Jordan Williams, for Specialized Gravity. Newly up into elites after a stellar junior season where he really pushed Jackson Goldstone. The two of them really sort of egged each other on throughout last year. And now,
maybe less in the light.
Now the Englishman gets his chance to crack on at the front of the elite field.
Oh, he's looking fast.
From the
he's pretty
southwest.
much in touch.
Stands up, takes a second.
Different bike for him.
Yeah, not on one of those prototypes, but it is a custom size, longer version of the demo.
Good to know.
Frame set that he is on.
Losing a little bit of time on split 2, but pretty much in touch. You know, when you're around the second and 1-2, you're still able to do good, and time to crank
just
hard.
18 years old, Cedric.
18, yeah. Don't even remember when I was 18. Oh, different line here was a little bit.
He really took the race to Jackson Goldstone all last season and came away with some big results. And
same line here, though. Ta-tan, ta-tan, yep.
Yeah, but that's where your troublesome rock is, up in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, cranking hard with a perfect gearing for Robert Jordan Williams.
1.9 back now.
Yep. Losing time on the same than a lot of people so far. Only few people, like I said, are being able to shave some time on the splits.
So Williams as another first-year elite, not protected, but this looks like it should be enough to get him into the big show. Crosses the line. 2 seconds behind Laurie Greenland with a 2:44. I think that will do just fine.
Yes. And now...
pressure on that run, Cedric.
Exactly. And now they're going to take those cameras and study what happened.
Yeah.
That's why they have these cameras, you know, like...
Here we go. Benny the Jet, Benoit Coulange for Dorval AM Commensal. A man who you just feel, Cedric, is due a win on the big stage at some stage soon.
Yes, he's a contender for sure, and I love the way he's using his body so much more than a lot of people. Long arms, long legs, and they are not... He's using them.
He's unique, isn't he? And the shape and style on the bike.
Yep, unique style, round back.
Always pushing hard.
And look at that.
Everywhere.
Split 2, he's in the green.
He's in the green by nearly a second, so it's working all right so far for Coulange.
You have a good margin entering those splits were maybe a little bit more difficult.
I think we're visibly seeing a bit more body English now, aren't we? We're visibly seeing people pushing on a bit harder.
Still in green on split 3. That's now where it's important.
So we're looking for the top 30 here, plus any protected rider.
Oh, even the camera cannot keep up his flying there.
We aren't inside that top 30.
Whoa. How can you save that?
Benoit.
He barely land and jump again. Sideways.
Steady away, big man. That was heart-in-the-mouth stuff from Benoit Coulange. But he's right in touch with Greenland as a result.
Yeah, look at that. He lost some time on split 4, but still in the green. Enough so far.
Benoit Coulange doesn't have a slower setting than this.
Oh, he's
maximum attack, nearly 55 kilometers an hour.
Only one mode.
Only one mode.
Sand mode.
down the line then. What can he do? Benoit Coulange.
Oh, wow.
Second place, just 3/10 behind Greenland now.
Lost some time at the bottom, but it's definitely acceptable.
Remember, we're looking for the top 30, plus any protected riders who aren't in that. But some of these big names deciding that attack is the best form of defence, and now
What about this guy?
the master begins his 2023 season. Loic Bruni, we join him live
World champion.
in the full white kit of the world champion with the rainbow stripes. His 145 beats per minute, Cedric. Mine would be slightly higher than that.
They're running the whoop bracelet, like to see as Finn. Like, look, 146. That's so good to see that, because we don't realize. Yeah, we don't realize that.
We saw it in Nova Mesto with the cross-country riders actually, and it was right up at the
Okay, that was warm
top
up.
end of the 180s.
Yeah, I was warm up on speed 1, and now he starts to cranking.
Look how controlled Bruni is. If you're joining downhill mountain bike racing for the first time, Loic Bruni is just the master of precision.
He's just telling the bike what to do. It's not the bike who tell him, we're going there. No, you are going there. Look at that. It looks like he's not even fighting.
Bruni,
Everything in control.
I hesitate to say it for the commentator's curse, but
Whoa! He tripled that!
He tripled
that!
Loic Bruni,
Oh,
showing them how it's done. Do you want to show people where that line is
Yeah,
in the semi-final?
exactly. Yeah. And you know what? That's the first time compared to last year. He's coming totally fresh and not have an injury. Then it's business for Loic Bruni. 1.1.
Those incredible scenes in Leger, the world champs last season. Loic Bruni starts his run down to the line, and everyone take note. Bruni is here to do a job of work in 2023. Nearly a second faster than Greenland for Bruni.
We're talking, you see, it is sometimes people, you look at them in the pit and you look at their eyes and you're like, okay, he means business.
Well, speaking of somebody who means business, someone that you know very well, Angel Suarez Alonso on track
Whoa,
now.
triple that! Are you? I don't know. Keep the paella together.
I don't know if that worked for him, Cedric.
He went big.
Yep, he is a man who's been
2.9.
around the scene for a while, and another rider who's deserving of a big result heading his way soon.
Different line here. Inside.
Third in quali yesterday. Suarez
He went
Alonso
big. He's so hungry. He
fancies
won
a bit of this one.
37 kilometers, almost to 5.
But
in
what
couple
a
minutes.
run we have just seen laid down by the world champ Loic Bruni.
Losing time, 3 seconds off.
Suarez Alonso riding that Uno bike.
Yes, first year on the bike from Uno. Wow, destroy that corner. Look at the style.
And Cedric, you've seen him training at home in Andorra, haven't you?
Yeah, and I saw stuff I'd never seen before. He was doing practice run like he was racing. It means like train at the top, come down at the start, recover at the bottom, and do another run with the spinning, everything, the routine, just to make sure.
Just race runs, race runs. So he was on Commensal 100% for a while. A big crash at Worlds last year. Going that fast, our camera's struggling to keep up with him.
5's off. It's going to be
5
disappointing.
seconds off, yeah. He is protected though.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. Come on, Paella.
Cedric was down to bookmakers earlier on this morning, putting a few Swiss francs on this man to do the business. 5 seconds back now.
He needs to regroup right now. He needs to go back to the track, look at the camera, and go for the final run. How important it is to be able, to reset the button, like I said, go to the pit, eat, and just be like, okay, now it's one run. Loris Vergier from France.
Loris Vergier, then the fastest moustache in downhill mountain bike racing.
I love that moustache. It probably took him 2 years to have such a beautiful moustache. Outside line here, and running about outside.
I said this at Worlds last year, but he really is a bike racer's bike racer, isn't he? Just technically so good.
And he has so much in the tank that he probably don't even know yet.
Yeah, huge talent, Loris Vergier for Trek Factory Racing. The 26-year-old, 7 World Cup wins to his name. feels like he's finally finding that elite level home at Trek.
Basically like brothers of Bruni, always hang out together since they're kid.
Yeah, they're on the Lapierre team for a long time together as well. That inside line.
Look at that dirt flying.
Look at the speed Vergier carries through there.
Really up high. Really up high compared to everyone.
1.1.
Is it playing?
1.1.
Yeah, is it going to play that line though? Oh, entering fast there. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, just lifted the bike up over that slightly, made a little double where there wasn't one. Worked for him.
Two different styles with Bruni, one a little bit more strong and the other one just dancing with his bike. Burning up everywhere.
Watch Lars Vergier ride a race
really.
run all day long.
It looks so smooth too, but it's not paying so far. 1 second off, but I mean, talking about Bruni as well. Huh?
Goes deep. 56 kilometers an hour.
Oh, sharp corner here. Oh, maybe too early in. Too early in. Oh.
Lands deep as well. Vergier crosses the line just 4 tenths.
Look at that! He saved so much time. It's only
France 1, 2, 3. Here in Lenzerheide, Bruni smiles. That was a good one. He knows it.
I can spell the baguette and the croissant.
There we go. Now it's a bike race. Lars Vergier is here with his A game. This man then, the fastest qualifier from yesterday, Andreas Kolb for Continental Affordham, the reigning European champion.
So fast yesterday and so composed as too, like really quiet. Wow.
Fourth in the overall last season for Kolb, the Austrian. Austria, a nation that really hasn't had as many good top flight downhillers as it should have done, and Kolb, one man rectifying that.
He's ahead.
Valley Hole, he's up. He's a second up at the second split.
Did you see that braking? It just landed and brake easily. So controlled, the bike was not pushing me out. Oh, beautiful.
Andreas Kolb fancies a slice of this today.
Oh, the bike is working great.
He's read Loic Bruni's homework. Give it a race run in semis and see where you end up. He's lost 8 tenths, but he's still green.
Have you seen Hill all the way down just to
his
like
toes?
swap the bike? Yeah, the toes.
His toes were touching his shin.
His knee, I was thinking his knee almost.
Yeah.
So much flex, look at his feet.
Andreas Kolb is trucking here in Lenzerheide.
Oh, he must be tired. His calf at the bottom must be really tight.
Big physical rider.
Oh, he lost some time there.
I'd love to see a camera on Loic Bruni now.
Oh, did it? You see, he tried to crank and nothing was happening.
As he comes up over the bridge, lands perfectly. Just this tricky flat corner to go.
Flat, yeah.
Let's see, is it going to be enough to get ahead of Loic Bruni in the semi-final? Andreas Kolb goes deep. He's just won.
And he have no chain. Look, no chain. That's what I saw. He tried to crank outside the corner and easy. Look.
Well now, a bit of anger goes a long way in downhill racing. Kolb, statement of intent there, but let's have a look at Loic Bruni's fastest semi-final run.
Oh, that was good. All on the inside, braking really late, and oh, look at those cranks. That's not for look, just look.
Tight. So Bruni. Well, we always knew there were going to be shots fired in this one. Loic Bruni has set down a marker, but the big question mark that hangs over this first ever semi-final session is what would have happened if Andreas Kolb's chain had stayed on? We will get confirmation of those results for you shortly. But the Frenchman has started his campaign exactly as he would have wanted to. So here we go. Bruni, Kolb, Vergier, Greenland, Coulange, Isles, Goldstone, Deprella, Williams, Levesque are your top 10. Brosnan, Kerr, Craig, Shaw, Suarez, Alonso, Stevens, McNabb right up there in 16th, Danny Hart, Atwill, Zwar, Chapelet, Vernon, McDonald, Vidal, Hartenstern, Frixtalon, and Tutu Oriki Penny rounds out the top 30. Baptiste Piron, Dan Slack just missing out. Greg Menard will join that top 30 as a protected rider. Amaury Pierron then did not start. Well, thank you all for tuning in for the first ever downhill semi-finals here from Lenzerheide in the Lenzerheide Bike Kingdom. Join us later on this afternoon as we go racing for the first UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup Finals session. It's good to say that. Here from Lenzerheide in Switzerland. Don't miss a second. We will see you then.